everybody, welcome to another Liquid Chrome Nails haul video. So today I'm going to do a big haul from you from a couple or three different places. I have some stuff from Maritime Beauty Supply in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I have stuff from Can West in Saskatoon. I have some stuff here from Michael's, and I have just one thing, I think, from two things from eBay. So we're just going to do a big old haul of some things that I've gotten just in the past few weeks. If you are returning to my channel, thanks so much for coming back. It means a lot to me. If you're just finding my channel new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And I will link a few videos up in the info box that you can go ahead and check out and see if you like them. So I'm not really sure where to start here. I've got a whole bunch of stuff and a couple of houseflies because it's fall in New Brunswick. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I want to say is I have a lot of new colors here. I have 5 Vetro colors that I have already swatched. There is already a video out on them. I will put it up here, or here, wherever it goes. I will put it up there, and I will also put it in the description box. So I have 5 new Vetro colors that came just recently. I really like them. I've used them a lot since I got them. I'm reaching for them. I don't actually even put them away. They stay right on my desk, and I've used them a pile. So if you want to see those swatches, I do have that. Again, it'll be up here and down there. So the colors that I have received otherwise, I'm going to swatch in a separate video. Some people want to watch haul videos, some people want to watch swatch videos, and I'm just going to separate them. I'm going to link the two when they're both done and posted, and you can check out both of them. So I'm just going to give you a little list of the light Elegance that are going to be in that next swatch video. So I've got Black Magic, which is the beautiful sparkly black that Light Elegance reintroduced into their collection. Perfect Set, Eskimo Kiss. I have the Rose Fuzzy, which I think I will show you today because it's super cool and it's brand new. I had repurchased a Your Turn out of the Buttercreams collection. I will never be without that color again. I love it. Purple Rain, Titanium, Bling Bling, Big Dipper, and After Midnight. So those are the ones that are going to be in the next swatch video, so you can go ahead and look for those. So let's begin. Show you the Rose Fuzzy if I can on the screen. If not, I will definitely insert a picture. It is beyond amazing. It is so pretty. I just love it. I love how they've taken and kind of reinvented the wheel with this sparkle. It isn't round, it isn't square, it isn't little granules of sparkle. It is a long, narrow shard of sparkle. It goes on really nice. I've actually been applying it over the Your Turn. I find is a good one. I think any kind of lighter neutral pinky color would be great for underneath of it. I've also used Time for Tea, which is very not exactly the same thing at all, but that Rose Fuzzy goes really nicely over both. So that is something to try. I did try it over black. I didn't enjoy it as much. I would like to try it over white. I might do that the next time I do my own nails, maybe, just to see how that plays out. I think it would be okay. Okay, so let's go with my Michael stuff. So I finally got a crystal katana. I finally got this little guy. I had a coupon and I was down to Michael's. It's an hour away from where I live. And I totally picked up this guy. Did I need him? No, but I wanted him. And I didn't realize that they come in such a cool little case. That's really helpful because I find even on my pencils that they get dirty, they get glitter on them, they get just whatever's in my drawer or whatever's floating in the air, they get dust on them. and I'm sharpening them or I'm wiping them a lot. So this is really cool that this comes in a case, and I've just been keeping it in my Selena Ryden brush case, so I really like that. What else I got from Michael's is I got the real Primorsky crystals. So I got a rose gold in 3 different sizes. Hard to see. And I got just the plain AB, just the regular crystal in 3 different sizes as well. So those are a lot of fun. Looking forward to using those. What I got from eBay is just a couple of things. I got a new one of these silicone tools. I love these, and I'm not careful with them. I use them, I wipe them with acetone, I do what I need to do with them. So I don't buy them. I buy them inexpensively. Sometimes I keep them forever, and sometimes they end up ruined really quickly. I buy 2 or 3 at a time. This time I bought 2, and I'll keep this one fresh in the packaging until I need it. They were only a couple of bucks. I will try to link those in the description box as well if you want to go ahead and take a look at them. Double-ended, I do really like this one. I use it a lot. The other thing I got from eBay, which I usually do get from eBay, is my clear swatch sticks. I go through a lot of these, just playing around with nail art. If I don't want to dig out Stella, the practice hand, I just go ahead and dig some of these out. This is how I do swatches for you guys when I swatch out colors. Like I said, I like them. These are the clear ones. I tend to try to get the clear ones. Every now and again I mix up and get the kind of more opaque ones, but they're okay too. I use them. I have here some retail. It's getting to be the time of year that I bring in retail. I always keep a little bit. I always keep a few things in, just random stuff that I think people will like. The Invisibobble hair ties, I always keep those. Those are a great seller. And I use them myself. So if I happen to run out of them or misplace them or wherever the hair elastic heaven is, where they go, I just grab them off my own retail shelf. Probably not the smartest idea, but that's what I do. I use a lot of them. So I brought a little bit of my retail over. I haven't brought it all over. I have 8 different kinds of hemp lotion here. I have roughly 6 bottles of each. I've been trying to keep it in stock. It goes really fast, but I brought a few over just to show you. I have the Tahitian vanilla and ginger. I love this. This is the first time I've actually smelled this time I've had it in. It is so nice. It is really nice. It's more ginger than vanilla. If you're looking for a real vanilla, I'm not there with this one, but I really like it. I also brought over the blushing grapefruit and raspberry cream. I like this one too. These are kind of my top 3 that I love that I brought over. I also brought over the sweet pineapple and honey melon. So I do a little display. Maybe I'll try to insert a picture. I do a little display. I have an antique vanity here in my room. There's 2 drawers in it. That's where I keep all my glitter, but it's also where I keep all my retail. So that's what I have on there this year. I have some more coming. It is going to be the frosted peppermint, the frosted vanilla peppermint Christmas special edition that they bring out. I pre-ordered some and it's here, so it should be here Tuesday, and I'll have it up there too if I can find some space on my little retail shelf. So retail, I would really like to know in the comments box what you guys bring in for retail, or what sells in your salon. Let me know. Maybe we can all share some ideas. Sometimes it's hard to know what to bring in, to know what's going to sell. You don't want to have to sit on retail for months. Retail for me, it's not a big money maker. I don't charge an exuberant amount for anything, but I really do love having it in. I love that people are able to grab some gifts or some stocking stuffers while they're here, and then that's off their list. And every now and again, I don't mind bringing one home or 3 for myself. Okay, next up is something that if you haven't gotten it yet, you need to get. New book for next year. I don't know about you guys, but I'm booking well into next year already. So this is a little different front on it. Mine always has a pink front. It's just a little different. Mine had some texture to it from last year, and the year before. I always use the same book. I've used this book for ages. I really like how it is laid out as far as the timing goes. And when you're trying to book people 3 weeks from now or what have you, you have a full week, so you're just flipping through. I really like this book. There's lots of room in the back and in the front for information. By the end of the year, my book just looks like a crazy person has written in it. I have notes on the front of it and the back of it and everywhere in between. But this is a really great book. If you happen to be looking for a new one, I bought mine at our local Covey Basics. But I'm sure this is a pretty common name. I'm sure that you can get the Blue Line Agendas pretty well anywhere. It's worth looking into. They're $20 or thereabouts. I like this one. So what else I have right now is, this is from Maritime Beauty in Halifax. Often I get liters rather than gallons, more just for storage. It's probably smarter to get gallons, but anyway, this time I did. They had them on for a good price, so I grabbed it up in my order. So that's a whole gallon. I'll probably forget to order it now and I end up running out, but that's what I have. I go through a lot of pure acetone. I only use 2 things here in the shop. I use 99% isopropyl alcohol and I use pure acetone. Those are the only 2 things. I don't use any pre-service swipe or scrub fresh or anything like that. I use my 99% alcohol, always have. I do have like bit cleaner here from Cam West that I use on my bits and things like that, but the only 2 things that I wipe the nail off with are the pure acetone when they first come in and the 99% alcohol after that. That's all I use. So speaking of cleaning up stuff, I've recently started buying, I'm probably a little late on this, but I've recently started buying compressed air. Why I hadn't before is probably just stupidity. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got it to start cleaning out the handpiece on my electric file. And then I started using it for everything. Like I have all that retail that I mentioned sitting over here. That's a lot of bottles of stuff to wipe off and it collects dust like crazy. So I just go over it like every other night with this and just kind of lightly spray it off and the dust goes and I don't have to worry about it. I don't like when things are dusty and I'm in the wrong business for that. So I'm able to in around little corners like my polish rack, and back behind me you can see that this is glass front and it gets really dusty. I'm able to just spray that down and that's really, really helpful. Things like my flowers back here, the fake flowers, I love them and I'm never going to get rid of them, but they collect dust like crazy. So this has been really helpful. Like I said, I'm probably the last person on the bus using this. I'm sure everybody else is too, but if you're not, it is worth going to get some because this has been a lifesaver for me just in the past couple of weeks that I've had it. So, and then you have also the regular stuff that I get all the time, the Lysol wipes, the Lysol wipes, the Lysol spray, all of those cleaners that I get. I always have something like Pine Sol around that smells really good that I'll do maybe the floors with or wipe down counters with. It just kind of makes everything smell really good. I like the smell of Pine Sol. So I have all that stuff, of course, that I'm getting, picking up here and there when I'm doing my own at-home grocery shopping. I am going to link as well up here or down there or wherever it ends up, the Social Claws. I had done a video. I had purchased the Social Claws Eclipse Thermal Powder. And I've really enjoyed wearing it. I really, really have enjoyed wearing it. I did a video a couple weeks ago of me applying this, but I can say after wearing it for a couple weeks, it's been a lot of fun. So I am going to link that. So what else do I have? So some of the stuff you guys have seen in favorites videos or haul videos before, because of course I tend to order a lot of the same things, but I do try to throw different stuff in there from time and again. So I have, again, a number 10 Light Elegance acrylic brush. They're my favorite. I absolutely love them. You can put the cover on it. I never do. I keep mine actually in a drawer, in a brush holder, similar to this one. So it's out of sight, it's not getting dusty. so I don't actually put the cover on it. I found in the past putting covers on brushes kind of tends to make them yellow. It could be operator error, it could be just the air, I'm not sure, but I do prefer keeping mine out to the air but undercover. So that's that. I have gotten more of the light Elegance drill bits. I do adore them. They're all out of their package, of course, and the packaging is gone because I'm using them, but you've seen them before in my favorites videos. I got 2 or 3 or a half a dozen of the Young Nails Protein Bond. I love Protein Bond. Again, you've seen that in my other videos, so I always make sure I have lots of it. And when Cam West did its sale, I ordered a bunch. Cuticle oil, the Light Elegance Cuticle oil. I always did use the CND solar oil. Still do, obviously. My clients enjoy this for their retail oil, so I keep it in. I will, I'm sure, someday use it on my desk as well. I happen to not be right now. I'm using a Light Elegance oil. I have had this oil, I work a lot of hours, and I have had this oil for a really long time. It hasn't spoiled, discolored, it doesn't smell any different, it's lasted very well, and I really love the fact that it is a dropper. I find it's a lot cleaner. I'm able to keep it looking nicer than my CND bottle when it is on my desk. Although, like I said, for retail, my clients enjoy the CND. I get this through Maritime Beauty, so I've just brought this in as well. So I got some of these. I would like to know in the comments box how many of you use these. I always use a towel on my desk, just a cotton regular hand towel or towel from Maritime Beauty. I buy them from different places. They get really stained with nail art and polish and things like that. So I started laying down these. I found them, they were a good price, so I got them. I'm not sure yet if I like them because they don't hold the dust. The dust lays on top of them. So I'm finding I'm shaking it off on the floor. When I get done their filing before I go to put the acrylic on, I'm shaking it off on the floor and I'm making kind of a big mess. I don't mind cleaning it up. It's not something that I really care either way about, but I just want to know if you use these. I got like 3 packs. I am going to use them all, but I would like to know your opinion on these woodies. Speaking of cleaning up, I don't use paper towel to wipe my brush on when I'm working. I find it doesn't draw the liquid out enough. I think I talked about this again on a favorites video, but I went and got a super sized roll, you can see how thick that is, of shop towels to use. And what I do is fold them in half and then cut them in half. So I have like hundreds of these pre-cut in my drawer, and these are what I'm wiping my brush on every day. So they're pre-cut, they're all ready to roll, they're in my drawer. I have a little, it's not a set of Alex drawers, but it's pretty much the same. I got them at Michael's and it's right beside me, and these are in there. And I find them really easy to grab. I would, again, in the comments box, I would love to know what you're using to wipe your brush on, what you feel is efficient to wipe your brush on. I would really like to know because I've been using those for ages and ages. I haven't changed because I haven't found any problem with it, but if you had a better idea, I would love to hear it. So another thing I got, and I'm kind of excited to try, I have been watching Greg and Habib's Young Nails videos now for ages, and I'm really liking their Young Nails product. And also Tabitha Scott, if you watch her videos, she uses it, and I really like the amount of education that they have and that they offer. I feel like they're very personable. So I thought I would get it. I got some monomer and I got the Speed Clear powder. So it's still sealed. I haven't tried it yet. I may give it a whirl today, see if I like it. Usually I try this stuff on me first or on a friend to see how it lasts. But I'm excited to try this. So I'd like to know if you've tried it and what you thought of it. Right now I use C&D retention. I tried the Light Elegance Apex. I loved it. No, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. We'll see. I've got to try it again. I only tried it the once, and I'm going to try it again, and I really want to give you guys my honest opinion on it. My honest opinion after using it once. I loved how it went on. I loved working with it. It was so easy to apply. It was really nice stuff, but the client that I put it on, I didn't put it on myself. The client that I put it on had a lot of lifting when she came back. Could have been circumstantial, not really sure. So I am going to give it another try, so we'll see. Forms, these are a go-to. You've seen me order these before. I like them. They're great. They're great for a long nail. They're great for a short nail. I use them all the time. Super shiny. This is a 60 mil. It's 1.79 ounces of super shiny. So I got the refill. I find that their everyday bottles clean up really nice. I was able to wipe it off really nicely. It's not all sticky and geeky and gross. So I'm just refilling. I go through a lot of this. I find it thick and I find I use a lot of it. Although I don't mind because I really do like how it comes out. So that's that. The next thing I have here is files. In my last favorites video, I told you about a file that I had ordered locally from a girl, and I will include the information in the description box again on those files. I would love to show you one right now, but I used them all. I wanted to keep one for this video, but I used them all. I've since gotten in touch with her to get some more, but right now I'm just kind of going through using the ones that I already have that I had stashed up for a while, but I will be getting them from her from now on. I really enjoyed them. So these are from Maritime Beauty. These are the Silk Line, the DP3, the 100, 180. They're individually wrapped. I use one per client. These are the same but different. They're the American Nails. They're individually wrapped. There's 20 in a pack. And they are the 100, 180 as well. I don't know what happened there. I do like these. They're sufficient, but I do like the ones I get from her better. So again, I'm going to use through them because I don't mind them, but these you might not see in my videos after this. Another thing I got this time in my haul is these. They are 150 grit, and they're the itty bitty guys, so you can see that they're not very big. Totally disposable. Wing those things in the garbage when you're done with them. Don't need to keep them. Not worth spraying with alcohol or doing whatever you do. I'm a disposable kind of person. I like to use stuff and throw it in the garbage. If I am doing clients from 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, I don't want a bunch of stuff to clean at the end of the day. I do tend to throw stuff out pretty easily. That's just the way I go about things, I guess. What else do I have? I have alcohol. Cam West, 1 liter, 99%. Again, it's a necessity in my salon. I use this a lot. Gloves. Let's talk gloves. Okay. So everybody likes a good deal. And I went to, we have a local discount store, salvage store kind of thing, liquidation store. There's another fly. And I found 9 boxes of size small nitrile gloves. They say they're powdered. I don't know what happened there, but I haven't found any powder yet. So, if the powder bothers you, I would assume not get them, but there doesn't seem to be even powder in these, which might be why they were at the salvage center to begin with. They are the 6 mil gloves. But anyway, best part of it, they were $3.99 a box. $3.99 American. I am in Canada, but we do live right on the border, so we do go to Maine quite often, and that's where this salvage place is. It's called Martin's. And yeah, so for $3.99 a box, I brought home a whole bunch of them because gloves are expensive. Gloves are a huge expense to me. I either pay $10, $12, or $15, depending on where I'm getting them and how big of a hurry I am for them. So $3.99 American a box. I think it came out to $4.50, I believe, that day when I checked it with the exchange. So for $4.50, I pretty much got all I could carry in my arms and went to the checkout with them. They're not my favorite glove. I'm going to say that. They're really narrow through they fit good. They're really narrow through the fingers, but who cares? It doesn't matter. So my favorite gloves are these guys. They're powder free. I get them from Cam West. I usually get a few boxes when I got them. I think I got 3 boxes this time, not knowing that I was getting 9. But you can never have too many of these. I just stash them, and then I always have them. There is 100 in this. There was actually 100 in the other box too. I don't think I mentioned that. These don't have a mil on them. Like mine are the 6 mil that I got over across. And these don't have anything like that on them, so I'm not sure about the thickness of these. Never really thought to look. They're Foodservice Gloves. Anyhow, I really do like these. They are definitely thin, and they're pretty perfect. I find that sometimes if you get a glove that is too thick or too small, your hands will cramp in them. So I don't get that at all with these. And I find if you get a glove that's too big, then my drill bit catches in them, and that's not fun for anyone. My heart stops, and it's a whole procedure, and I don't like that. Okay, masks. American Nails, Cam West. Sometimes I get them from Cam West, sometimes I get them from Maritime Beauty. I'm not partial as to where I get them. It depends on where I'm making an order. I honestly tend to order more from Cam West than I do anywhere else, so I just throw a couple of these on with every order. I use 1 a day. Sometimes I use 2 if I get makeup all over it, or depending on how it looks. I'd like to know if you wear a mask. If you do gel, or if you do acrylic, or if you do both, and if you wear a mask. I would really like to know that. I'd like to know where everybody's at with that. I always wear it. No, I always put it on. I don't always wear it as I'm supposed to. A lot of times it just protects my chin. So I would really like to know what you're doing with your masks, if you're wearing them or not. Okay, I think that's my haul video. Like I said, I have those 10 or 12 or whatever light Elegance that are going to be swatched in the next video coming. So keep an eye out for those. That'll probably come along in a few days. I have the other video of the Vetros that's already out, so I'm going to make sure that I link that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did. Hopefully you found something that I was able to explain and maybe answer some questions so that you can go ahead and get that without thinking you might be wasting your money not wanting it. That's kind of the goal of these videos. But let me know in the comments box what you'd like to see next, or if there's anything in particular that you would like me to give you my honest opinion on. None of this stuff was shipped to me. None of this stuff is sponsored. This is all stuff that I've purchased for me and that I have given you my honest opinion on. Have a great weekend.